Wednesday. What do they call this? Hump day? Wow. They'll just name anything here, won't they? Well, all I know is I'm happy to see you. We got Casey jumping on Instagram. We're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We got Deborah jumping on. How you doing this morning? We're live on YouTube, everybody. We're live on Facebook. And we're live for you. We're live so you can be alive. Hey, what is this? This is what they call Morning with Maddix, my friends. This is where you come. We got Charlene the Queen jumping on. How you doing this morning? Tim over here on Instagram. Timmy, how you doing out there, folks? Hey guys, comment below. What are you doing on a Wednesday? Where are you watching from? I love how Mark always says God morning. Wouldn't it be awesome if we just said, hey, God morning. Deborah, we got Michelle in the house. And we got the real Dawn Florence. That makes me happy. Dawn Clemens, my bad. We got Mark Robitaille jumping on. Mark, how's everything in Michigan? Good old Michigan, Mark. How you doing up there, buddy? Zach, my friend, jumping on. Zach, one of the greatest soul winners in history. Boy, you guys got to get close to Zach. He can show you how to do it, my friend. He might be new to the game, but he'll be an all-star. He'll be one of God's all-stars. Hey, I'm excited about the chosen ones coming together. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about today. It's Wednesday, my friends. What is Wednesday? What is Wednesday? They call it Hump Day. You're 2 days away from Friday. Big whippy-doo, my friends. Got Sophie watching. Lovely Sophie. We got Logan in the house. Long time no see. Logan, how you doing? Michelle, thank you, Michelle. Michelle, who's so full of love. Michelle, she's just full of love. Some of y'all need to get full of love from above. Mark, you know Zach. Zach will go get a woman. You give me Mark and Zach, and you give me Kayla and Tanya, and I can't wait to meet the rest of y'all. By the way, who out there wants to be a part of the Jesus mission? Anybody fired up about the future, the future, the future? We got Matthew Iglesias jumping on. Maddie, how you doing this morning, man? What's your question, Matthew? Y'all over on Instagram, follow Matthew Iglesias. Boy, he's a New Yorker. He's from New York. He's powerful. Hey, Philip, how you doing? This is going to be an exciting morning in Maddix. I'm going to tell you some stories about our last weekend mission excursion. You know, here's what's exciting. We set the dates and locations. Emily, we got Emily in the house. That makes me happy. Emily, Matthew chapter 5, about turning the other cheek. Whoever sues you takes your shirt, let them have your coat also. It's basically an overall mentality, Maddie. You got to understand that Jesus often spoke in parables. You know, for example, he said, if your right hand offends you, you cut it off. You know, did he really mean for you to actually go have your hand cut off or amputated? You know, you got to understand the last book in the Bible is called Revelation, Maddie. So a lot of times when you approach the Bible, you just simply say, hey, God, open my understanding what you want me to see. Because, Maddie, there's 31,102 verses in the Bible, my friends. You hear me? Listen to me. 31,102 verses in the Bible. That's a lot of verses, isn't it? Maddie, let me tell you right now, it's a mentality. It's an attitude. It's more of, I don't care if you sue me because I'm so blessed. I'm so abundant. You can have my coat also, right? Then it's turn the other cheek. You got one time to hit me. Is that turn the other cheek hit you back so hard? Come on, somebody. Turn the other cheek so that other cheek don't get hurt. Maddie, or maybe you're going to sit them and let them hit you. I don't know if Jesus is cool with that. I don't know if Jesus was cool with people just pushing us around. Hey, it's okay to be humble. Hey, we got Tanya in the house. Hey, Tanya, you got Lisa. I'm answering the question on Instagram Live while I'm telling you my plans. I'm going up. Me? Do you? I'm going up, y'all. Even if the mountain's rough, I'm going up. Don't got Clinton in my phone. How do you stand up for yourself and be in alignment with that? Well, Maddie, here's how you do it, buddy. You let God fight your battles. You become such a fanatic, such a warrior. You become so powerful that it's what they call unmovable and unshakable, no matter what's going on around your life. If you have angels and ancestors with you 24/7, and even if you fought the battle, it's like there's a lot of battles, Maddie, I don't fight. You know why? And my angels, I've already turned it. The moment I turn my angels loose, and I rarely, Jesus said, don't you know I can call my angels along right now? So, you know, y'all have that same power to call on your angels, to call on your ancestors, to remind yourself of the power of God that flows in you, that you're a chosen one, you're a son of God, you're a daughter of God, you're called, you're anointed. Hey, you just got to learn how to go up the rough side of the mountain, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize that nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, because God will fight your battles. You hear me? Without question, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the Lord will fight your battles, man. And guess what? That doesn't mean you don't take a stand sometimes for what's right. It doesn't mean that sometimes you don't swing. Because believe you me, someone came up and pushed my son. You'd see more Irish come out of one man than you've ever seen in your life. Hey, faith in God or not, let somebody touch my family physically, you would see Irish blood like you've never seen it. And you'd see a fighter like you'd see the most loving human turn into the most extreme, crazy fighter. It would probably take 15 police officers just to find to be able to pull me out of somebody that ever tried to hurt my son or the people that I love. Boy, but I don't walk around looking for a fight. Nobody does, Maddie. Turning the other cheek is just a mentality of hit me once, but that's all you get. You hit me one time, that's all you get. Now, 10,000 other preachers, Maddie, might preach that a different way. Let them do it. They can be wrong. No, I'm just kidding, Maddie. There's revelations upon revelations to each verse of the Bible. You got to understand culture. You got to understand history. You got to understand he could have been communicating to a nation. He could have been communicating to a specific culture. He could have been specifically communicating to 12 right there. And you know what I'm saying? You like it, Maddie? Hey, how we doing, Sophie? Sophie's a Texas lady. She sends the funniest memes. Like I said, I want your memes. I'm asking for your memes. Okay, my friends? That's all I'm asking for is your memes. I don't know about you guys. Listen, how's everybody doing? Don't wake up the mama bear. That's right. Listen, we are all people, well, none of us, we are all people of love. We are people of peace. We are people that are actually calm, believe it or not. We're actually a calm people. We're a very stable, strong people. We are a very relaxed, chill, easy-go-lucky, free and easy. But don't you dare come in our country, our children, you hear me? Don't you dare come at us. Jesus, huh? You don't mess with us. Come on, somebody. That's why Jesus said, hey, I'm going to give you a little secret right here, how you can overcome any enemy. You ready? It's one simple word that we've yet to figure out. It's called united. Oh, my. Have you ever heard the power of a united force? Huh? I've experienced two organizations that were supposedly united. One was the United Pentecostal Church, and one was the United States of America. Well, how united are our states? Huh? How united is the United States of America? Because we still believe it's about Democrat and Republican. If you even refer to yourself as a Democrat and a Republican, you are dumb. You are dumb. If you still label yourself as I am a Republican or I am a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. Listen, I need everyone to know I fit the perfect description of an American Republican, and I am not a Republican. Wow, how does that make you feel? That's just like me telling you I am not a Christian, okay? I am not a Republican. I am not a Christian. But I tell you who I am. My name is Maddix. There you go. How's that for you? I'm a son of God. I'm a human being. Wow. I didn't know we had to have 1,900 labels attached to us. Listen, ask the people that love me the most. Nothing will trigger me than people trying to label me. Hey, the only thing they do with powerful people and people they can't understand is they try to label you. They put these damn humanistic, man-made labels that dumb you down. And you know how much they dumb you down? Even your word freedom, you say freedom. You don't say how it actually spells. You take two kids, you write up on a chalkboard, dumb, and then you write on the chalkboard, dumb. Ask any kindergartner kid, come pronounce these names, and every kid is going to say dumb, dumb. Well, why don't we say freedom? Why? Because you've been on earth this long and you don't even understand what they mean when they say dome, wisdom, freedom. I don't understand, friends. It's like this. It's like I'm sick of labels. I'm sick of us labeling people. That's all we want to do is label and medicate sovereign divine beings that are royal. We have DNA in us, my friends. Do you understand who we are? Do you understand that when God said, let there be light, there was light? And do you understand that we are literally made in his image? Hey, you don't F up something that God looks at as the apple of his eye. You don't understand this? You know, it's like this. We treat the Bible like a buffet, right? Didn't the Bible itself say, how can you love God? Question. God had a question. How can you say you love me if you don't love who you haven't seen? How can you love your brother who you have seen? Because you'll never met a human in your life that God doesn't literally love so much that he considered coming to earth and dying for. You'll never meet a human that God doesn't believe in and God doesn't look at and see their greatness and love them. Do you hear me? Are y'all listening? We have lived in such a negative society. We have lived in a society of so much negativity, hate, fear. Repeat, what does that produce? Our thoughts are physical. Our words are physical. Do you understand? Your thoughts and words are creators. Just like if you have a white wall and you put red paint on the wall, it becomes red. It's no longer a white wall. It might have been, but that's the power of the paint. Just like the moment you speak a word, that's why God said, when my word goes out, it won't come back. It will accomplish what I please, because words are creators. That's why when Jesus healed, do you know the majority of the miracles that Jesus did? He literally spoke. Yes, sometimes he touched lepers because that leper had been so long without a touch. I sat down with a man yesterday who was homeless. Okay. He was a dark man, a dark color, what they used to call down here is black, which pisses me off. Again, labels. You're black, I'm white, which is bullshit, is what it is. You hear me? It's BS is what it is. It's BS. It's BS that you believe that there's such a thing as black people, white people. It's BS that you believe you're a Republican and a Christian. Do you know that you are doing things that literally assaults God in the realms of the cosmos and the angels and the sacredness of creation when you dumb yourself down so much? And everybody thinks that sin is like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of people that don't have sex, don't listen to rock and roll, and don't do any drugs that literally sin just as much as the sinners. Do you know the Bible says he that doubteth is damned? Do you know that doubt is literally a sin? It's a slap in God's face to doubt. It's a slap in God's face to fear. But yet we're a generation just like David had to walk up, minding his own business, watching Saul and everybody else be afraid of Goliath. Okay? Friends, sooner or later you're going to wake up to who you are. Sooner or later, how's everybody on YouTube doing? How you doing over there? We got my boy Controversial cruising in the house. That's my boy. Good to see you if you're still here. That's my buddy at the Soul Flower, man. Does he have vibes? Y'all need to follow his YouTube channel. He's a cool soul. He's a funny one. I love him. I appreciate him. I appreciate all my friends over there at Soul Flower. They're good people. It's always fun walking in there and seeing everybody. Hey, I tell you what, you know, you guys think everybody at the dispensaries are sinners. Some of the best souls I've ever met. Some of the coolest, vibiest, down-to-earth, humble, God-loving people, nature-loving people, friends, honest, you know, good vibes, good mood, make you feel like you're in Jamaican, man. Hey, man, one of those Jamaicans are always in a good mood. Huh? The best weed in the world is down in Jamaica, baby. Come on, listen. The best cannabis is down in Jamaica, man. That's why everybody in Jamaica is so cool. They so good. They music good. They food good, man. You know, they down by the water, huh? They down by the water. It's called the W's. Worship, water, weed, huh? Come on, Christ, cannabis, bis. It puts you into the bis. You have a third eye. You have a pineal gland. Hey, they even use that cannabis was anointing oil in the Bible times. That was a sacred flower, y'all. That's why the devil comes against it and why our dumbed down society tries to make it a drug and tries to make it evil and tries to make it a sin? A sin? That's like telling somebody they sinned because I had coffee this morning. Well, I guess you're sinning for using your phone because nothing takes you out of sobriety more than your 6 hours a day of scrolling and screen time. We got Terry Graves hearting. Terry don't mind hearting Morning with Maddix. She's a real soul that knows what it's like to be judged. Knows what it's like to be judged. Terry knows what it's like to just be judged for being honest and real and humble and just straight up. Hey, straight up is the way to go. That'll keep you from going down. Hey, be straight up so you don't go down. Some of y'all are going down because you ain't straight up about stuff. See this water with lemon? Whoa, water. Lemon, what a combo. What a refresher. This will hit your brain. It already hit my brain. Hear me? It'll go into your soul. I already prayed for my water and I said, let it return to its original state because they have corrupted our water here. That is just ridiculous. What a shame. A lot of these previous leaders have literally crumbled their legacies in the cosmos. They will walk in shame. They will be looked at with shame by the rest of the beings and the rest of the planets. Boy, it's a long walk of shame what this previous generation of power and influence and wealth has done. Can't get any more shameful than that. Daniel says, thank you for doing this for us. Well, Daniel, thanks for being on. Look at Brett. Brett, the baseball player, says money isn't even real. That's on a post I made. I'm on the wrong post. Hey, Daniel, thanks for watching. Daniel's a real one from Ohio. Charlene, she knows the truth. Charlene ain't blind. That's why she comes on Morning with Maddix, because truth sees truth. Pure recognizes pure. Love sees love, right? Energy sees energy, and that's why we're all here together. We got Tammy jumping on. Tammy in the house. We got my boy, hey, we got Kayla here, and we got also Marilyn Mast. Marilyn Mast is going fast, but she will last. Mark, what are you feeling, buddy? That was powerful what you brought to Morning with Maddix yesterday, wasn't it? You're going to get that Kangen water, Kayla. You'll have unlimited water, y'all. There's a reason in the Bible times when people were sick, they would send them to the waters. Because believe it or not, our water can heal. There's healing in the water. There's healing in the water. Well, listen, let me break down some stories. Let's talk some Jesus mission. Let's stay off politics. You know what politics is? It's ticks. It's just a bunch of little ticks. The government, man, they're here for us. They're here to serve us. They're here to put on white gloves and serve us. Spoil us. Hear me? Honor us. Celebrate us. Hey, the way we treat our children is how the government is supposed to treat us. The way we treat our dogs with so much love and care. And hey, you want a treat and you give treats? Come on, even you dog lovers, you don't go to Starbucks without getting a puppy chino. Who goes to Starbucks and you have a dog and you don't get a puppy chino? Where's my... Oh, it's time for a song. I need a song. Hey, how we doing today? Casey in the house all the way from Louisiana. We got Sherry here, and it makes me happy that Ronnie watches, because I'll tell you right now, I miss y'all. You tell Ronnie I love him. Tell Ronnie I got a cool story about Ronnie. We're getting a bike and a cart for a Marine, a homeless Marine that Ronnie would love. He's a soul. He protects me. There's never a Jesus mission that this particular Marine who's homeless, he watches out for me from start to finish. There's 2 or 3 veterans down there. I don't know if they're assigned to do it by God or somebody or something, but they don't take their eyes off me. And anytime something happens, they immediately stand up and move towards, and that's just, I don't know if it's an instinct. I don't know if it's just because they love me, because I love them, hey, my dream is there's no reality in which a homeless person, a homeless veteran should be homeless in America. Listen, it's one thing if they want to be homeless because they love nature and they just, some homeless people, it's too much PTSD to be stuck in a house. Some of them literally want to be homeless. But even if they want to be, we should take care of them. We should make sure they got a nice tent. We should make sure they got at least a cooler. We should make sure they got a grill. We should make sure they got, a nice sleeping bag. These are people that fought for our freedom. And a lot of you are too dumb to even enjoy. You know why a lot of you don't honor our veterans? Because you don't understand freedom yet. Because you don't understand what it's like to actually be free. And you don't appreciate the sacrifice and the hard work and detail that's gone into these, our women, men of service. Hey, it's not just one, guys. We got special forces. We've got National Guard. Think about our National Guard, huh? Think about our Navy sailors. Think about what they do out in the water. Think it's easy to be on them ships all the time out in the water, the lonely seas, the dark seas, missing mom, missing their daughters, missing their wives. Come on, my friends. You can't pray for them. You can't honor them. Can't make sure that in America with all of our wealth, hey, time out. We can't even at least make sure our homeless veterans are taken care of first. First priority, are our veterans safe? Do they have what they need? Are they okay? First priority of every church, every government, every American. You have a moral obligation to honor, salute, and they're the real heroes of America. I'll tell you how it's going to be in the future. There won't be basketball players that are going to be celebrities. It's going to be our soldiers and veterans. It won't be people like Tom Brady and LeBron James and Oprah. It won't be people like Ellen that we sit there and think, oh, you met Ellen? Oh my God, you met Ellen. Oh my God. Maddix everybody was all mesmerized by who we got to meet. And the whole time, Caleb Maddix and I would leave and we would be like, wow, they're so lucky. They got to meet us. That might just sound whatever. I don't care. Truth is, when you know who you are, it's just what it sounds like. But anyways, tell Ronnie, yeah, he was on a ship in Vietnam. See what I'm saying? That he's got stories. They've had to say goodbye to brothers and friends and best friends, and they've got stories of being alone, and a lot of them did it with love. Hey, a lot of those people like Ronnie, they do it again. They did it with love. They did it with honor. They did it with passion. And was it easy? No, it's not easy. It's never easy to become a warrior. It's never easy to become a soldier. Hey, we don't take those words lightly. You hear me? We don't take those words lightly. But, we can't, and it's like if we can't make sure our homeless veteran, I got a homeless veteran came to me and said, man, a car would change my life. Oh, it would, wouldn't it? It sure would. It's like, how easy could it be to say, hey, we got a veteran in our nation? What if we had 10,000 veterans in America that were carless? Couldn't we fix that in 24 hours? Couldn't we fucking fix this in 24 hours? What the fuck is wrong with us as a nation? Where the fuck did we go wrong where we can't even slow the heck down to say, hey, we've got our sons and daughters that are fighting PTSD and that went and saw things that, it's just, and we can't even slow down to say, hey, let's just say, how many do we have that need a car or need a home? The basics, my friends, the basics. Well, anyways, I got a homeless veteran. He's a Marine. And he said, Matt, a bike and a cart behind the bike would change my life. That would literally change my life. And I'm like looking in his eyes, and I just want to start weeping. I'm like, okay, you know what? There's no reality in which we can't make this happen. A mountain bike and a pull-behind cart for a Marine veteran who's down there. Now, remember, a lot of our homeless are down there for assignments. Not all. Some of them have to be down there. Some of them are down there because God put them there. Some of them are down there because our own government put them there. Some of them are down there on assignment. Not every one of them are down there because they suck. Not every one of them are down there because, they're addicted to meth like you think. Not all of them are addicted to meth and cocaine and, all these things that you think. Some of them are just good humans that are exhausted. They're tired. They don't have the credit. They don't even have their driver's license. It's tough. This system shit. This system financially shit. Because it's not fair what it's done to people. What it's done, for you that are really good and you had it good and you weren't broken young in life and you weren't broken financially and you didn't screw up your credit, stay humble. You know what? Stay humble and stay merciful and become a giver. Don't act like you're some holy high horse. A lot of you got breaks that a lot of people didn't get. A lot of you had opportunities just by having a mother change your life. Just by having a mother that gave a shit about you actually changed some of you as men. And you don't know how much it affected men to not have a mother that cared. And you don't know how much it affects ladies when they don't have a father in their life that cares. And you don't know how much it affects us when someone goes through a divorce, how much it can wreck them financially and mentally and emotionally and sink them to nothing emotionally, mentally. So I think we need a little less holier than thou, all these people on your high horses. We got such a mix. Why do we even have a society of such a... Anyways, some people, yeah, that's exactly right, Mark. Wow, what a statement. Look what Mark Beeman said. Some people are just people that have never gotten a break in life. Aaron, how you doing, man? You jumping on? Come over on my Facebook Live and jump on. It's easier to go live with me on Facebook. Turmeric, ginger, and cayenne pepper in your water. What are you doing to me, Sophie? You see what Sophie's trying to do to me? Listen to this. Here I am trying to enjoy my water with lemon that I find refreshing. And now all of a sudden, I got to put cayenne pepper. What else? Turmeric and ginger in my water with lemon. And I'm going to go from enjoying a nice water with lemon to this. A lot of ways I get through my juices is plugging my nose or just sucking it up. Sometimes you just got to suck it up. Sometimes you got to suck it up so you don't suck. You hear me? Sometimes you got to suck it, my friends. You got to suck it up. You got to suck it up. You got to stop sucking in life and you got to suck it up. You got to be tough. You hear me? You got to be tougher than your trial. You got to be tougher than the pain. You got to be tougher than the loss. You've got to be tougher than the sorrow. You've got to be tougher than the devil. Hey, the devil sucks. He couldn't even live for God when there was no devil. Come on, somebody. You know what? That's a Jeff Arnold quote. I'm not going to own that quote. That's a Jeffrey quote. Come on, somebody. It's overwhelming what our veterans face. It's overwhelming. And the biggest part that would heal the overwhelm is honor from the people, from the government. Hey, there's no reality in which the government had this amount of resources and shit on the people that protected them. Whoa, they'll have to answer to their angels and ancestors, and you're going to have to answer to the prayers of their mothers. Boy, I wouldn't want to be in y'all's shoes. Judgment is coming, and some of us are going to miss it. Some of us are actually going to miss what's coming, and it won't even hurt us. It won't affect us. It won't touch us. Literally, the rapture is that fast. It's in and out. Sometimes it might be an in and out situation. You don't know, my friends. Aaron, you jumping on Morning with Maddix. Share some stories. Come on in here, Aaron. Send me a video invite. Who wants to jump on? Sherry says, exactly, Matt. Thank you, Sherry, because you know what? It's the truth. It's truth because it's Ruth. Hey, these two things are undefeated. We got love. We got truth. But truth is really just Ruth. Hear me? It's just Ruth, man. We got to be more ruthless. Hear me? We got to have truth and love. We got to have truth and love, my friends. There you go. Getting out of the cold plunger. There you go. You'll have to tell us why that, Aaron. And friends, this is just unacceptable that we as a nation with this many resources, this is what I'm saying. Our government and religions, you know, it's not the government. Hey, there's two forces out here that had our money and our time and our resources, and it was the government in the name of staying out of prison. Yeah, hey, fear everywhere. Stay out of prison. Do this or you go to prison. Do this or go to hell. Both places used it. Both places used it on you. Do this or you go to prison. And then religion, do this or you go to hell. And you're all so pure and so sincere. Nobody wants to go to jail or prison, which, you know, maybe we all should more. Maybe we should get excited about it. Maybe we should all just say, you know what? Let's all go to prison. You know, let's all go. Let's go. Let's go find our kids. Let's go in there. Let's go heal them. Let's go create a new environment. Let's go in there. You know, maybe we should. But whatever it is, it's fear. That's what the government used. And they weren't supposed to lock us up. You hear me? They weren't supposed to lock up the evil ones. But we got too many innocent people sitting in prison and jails, and that's sin. That's wrong. And the government will pay for that. Hey, you're supposed to protect the innocents. That's the number one job of the government, is to protect those who are innocent. And the number one job of any governor, any police officer, any judge, any king, any president is to make sure that innocent people are protected 24/7 on your land. And if you can't do that, you suck. You got all this technology, you got all this money, and you can't protect the innocent, you suck. I don't care how good your suit is. I don't care how big your mansion is. I don't care what your last name is. I don't give a flying shit how much money you have. I don't care if you're an elite, a celebrity, a king, a governor. You suck. If you can't protect the innocent, you can't protect those who fought and died for you, and you can't protect the children of your lands, you suck so bad. You don't even know how bad you suck as men. You know what we need? I tell you what's coming. You don't realize the feminine energy has been locked up on Earth. The feminine, Mother Earth. Oh, the last thing God created, that amazing lady with the womb. Whoa. We as men better start protecting those who possess wombs, places of creation, my friends. Listen, we must understand that we have not done right by our ladies as a society. White men, we need to eliminate the word white and black. But white men, you can't suck any worse. You're an embarrassment. It's your fault. You can't suck any worse. It's your fault. Ruth, says Tanya. Come on, you're exactly right, Tammy. Tammy's saying it right. Our veterans deserve protection, honor, and complete support. You know what? Let's stop waiting on the government for everything. You know, the government's just supposed to, they're really supposed to just have minimal involvement in our lives. I mean, really, basically none. The truth is, so many of you are not free. So many of you have lost your power. So many of you have lost your voice. So many of you are not living by your convictions. Your convictions. your honor codes, your values. See, I have honor codes myself that I created. God said, work out your own salvation. So since we got the right to work out our own salvation, I keep mine simple. I'm going to keep mine pretty doggone simple out here because I'm like, hey, I get to work out my own salvation. I'm going to do it, my friends. I am going to do it. All right. So it's kind of like this. The other day, my friend, T.R. Howell in the house. That's a veteran. That's a warrior. That's a Louisiana boy. Aaron, I'm about to have you on after this story. As soon as I finish this story, I'll have you on. So I see the invite. You guys will like this story. Better. Huh? Here's my question. I passed by a dark guy last night. It was at night. I'm going to the gas station to pull out some cash for another homeless man. I can't pass by the homeless anymore without stopping. Stuff to do. Sometimes you are legit in a hurry. Sometimes legit just don't have any money. And sometimes you legit just, I live obsessed with this myself. Not words, not on Saturday. I'll tell you what it is, my friends. I looked at that young man and I stopped and I said, how you doing? I said, hey man, are you hungry? By chance, are you hungry? What a simple question, huh? You see someone holding a sign, maybe roll down the window and say, hey man, are you by chance hungry? You see a lady on the side of the road holding a sign and you want to stop and say, I just want to make sure you're safe. You meet a homeless lady downtown, why don't you look her in her eyes and say, I got one question. Are you safe? Are you okay? You'd be surprised how many ladies are not okay out there. You'd be surprised how many people on the last brink of hope. And I looked at that young man yesterday and it said, man, to tell you the truth, just a little bit of cash. I said, all right, I understand that. I'll be back. Came back, gave a little bit of money, and I said, hey, man, and I said, I want you to know that I see greatness in you. And I've looked in your eyes, and I can tell you're a soul. And he said, man, you don't know what I've done. You don't know the past I have. I said, I joke. He said, I've been places that would scare people. He said, I've seen Satan worship. He said, I've seen every type of religion you can see. And we sat there for about 30 minutes. And it literally about made me start weeping right in front of him. What's up, Brett, the baseball player? How you doing? He goes, this is the first conversation with a human that I've had. What are we chasing, y'all? Why are we in such a rush? Where are we headed? We got sick people among us. We got animals hurt. We got animals we need to go heal. We got beautiful people we need to heal. I looked at him and I thought, what if this was Caleb Maddix sitting here with a sleeping bag? And he asked me, he goes, what made you approach me? And I said, well, to tell you the truth, man, I said, I've been doing this a long time. And I said, I just can't pass by a homeless person. And to tell you the truth, for me, guys, I can't pass by young colored men as a white man, as a light-skinned man. I can't pass by a young darker skinned man without letting him know, hey, see the mutual respect, see the love, feel the realness out here. The media was wrong. The media was liars. We love each other. Hey, I've never been scared to go to the ghettos. Right when I get there, they hear a different sound, and they see something different, and they feel something different. You hear me, my friends? And he looked at me last night and he started crying at the end. He's a broken man and he's a lonely man. And he's just down to a sleeping bag and a backpack, sitting on a bench, basically near a dark alley where I was walking last night. And I sat and talked to him and listened to him. He gave me so much wisdom. But before I left, he goes, "Hey, Matt, I can tell you've been doing this a long time." He said, "Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for seeing me." Boy, do you see him? Because I sure see him. Do you see him out there, y'all? Do you see the hypocrisy of government, religion, and what they've held all the wealth of our money? Our money. And do you see the way they've just left the poor and the broken? And how do we even have ghettos in America? Those are probably the safest neighborhoods in our country. Oh, you think the gated communities where it's safe? Oh, there's a lot of shit that goes on in gated communities. There's probably more loyalty and rawness and realness and safety in the hood and what they call the zone downtown. Well, I tell you what happened to me. We got murderers that know who we are. We have cartels that know who we are. We have those that are at the highest in human trafficking that know who we are. Hey, we got drug pushers that know who we are. They've been down there for years, my friends. I'm not a Johnny come lately. But Maddix and the Jesus mission comes to town. They know. They know. They know. But you know what? We don't come with anything else but love. And they see that. And they see that. Boy, do they see that, because a couple weeks ago, one of the top gang members was sent where I was live. He came and showed up. Sat right there with us. With me, Warren, MJ. You don't know how many times, y'all, how close you could be to death. You got those old angels. It don't matter until the day God's done with you. There ain't nothing that can touch you. There ain't nothing or nobody, and they know it. They know it, and they know it everywhere I've been. Hey, if the devil could have killed me, he would have done it by now. Trust me. There's probably nothing more frustrating in hell than knowing shit, couldn't stop that. That sucks. That's really gonna suck bad. You better believe it's gonna suck. I'm on a mission, y'all. I'm on a mission like no human will ever see. You're probably never looked into the eyes of another human on a more fierce mission than I am. And it's even more fierce than I'm letting you guys know. It's more fierce than I can even tell you. It's more fierce than I can share with you. It's more fierce, my friends, than you can even fathom. But I can tell you this, the Holy Ghost is all over it. The angels have shown up for it. My ancestors, your ancestors, you hear me? Whoa, the blood of a million soldiers in this land. Better look out. Those are God's people. Those people, you think it's the church workers that are the greatest. Could be our soldiers. Jesus said, "He that is greatest in the kingdom." Hey, we're in a kingdom right here. Hey, his kingdom's going to reign. His kingdom is going to reign in this dome. Wait till you see the return of Christ. Wait till you see the return of the chosen ones. Hey, we ain't frozen, we're chosen. My friend, something good is about to happen. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. You want to hear what happened? Who wants to hear what happened? I'll tell you right now what happened. Made a threat to Warren. He's come to a few Jesus missions and stood right in front of me and looked at me with anger. A couple of them. One of them showed up with a long, what was that? It was some kind of metal stick. And just walked right through the line holding that big metal stick. With looks of anger, some of them. It's just demons, just little demons. It's just little wuss ass demons. And, but the power of God moves and love heals. Love never fails. You know, I've never lost in the ghettos. You know, I've never been hurt when I go downtown. I come with love, my friends, and love is a juice. Love is an electricity. Love is a frequency. Love is an energy. But guess what? Even evil people get melted, humbled, and moved by love. And it's a powerful force. Anyways, he goes, I don't know if I shared this yesterday, but we'll share it again for somebody. You hear me? I need to share it for somebody, y'all. We got Carol Hopkins in the house. Carol, how you doing? Carol knows what it's like to cry and laugh, don't you, Carrie? Carrie, tell everybody that, hey, Carol Hopkins, to tell all you new people, I'm actually all right and I'm saved. Don't worry about my online persona. Just come get me in person. My online persona is a persona for a reason. Hey, we got my boy Earl. Happy birthday. Earl, you get my voice? I hope you saved that one, boy. It's in my heart. I love you, bud. Happy birthday. We got Jennifer here. Jennifer, as long as I see you around, I feel safe. There's a prayer warrior. There's somebody that can touch the heavens. Hey, the blessing we have is prayer warriors. We got prayer warriors. We got prayer warriors, my friends. We got people that know how to touch God. We got people that know how to speak faith. We got people that know how to cast out devils, heal the sick. Hey, we got every kind of weapon you can imagine, but I tell you the weapon we have. Love. Love from above. Love from above. Hey, when Jesus got baptized, the windows opened. The windows of heaven opened. What do you think happens when you get baptized? What do you think happens when you get baptized? Carol says I'm safe. He loves to move me back. Oh, Carol, I love you. That means a lot to me. Coming from you, because I know how real you are. See, I stay around the real people, and that keeps me in check. Because none of my people let me get away with nothing. And I appreciate that. They keep me real. And they keep me grounded. And they keep me from all of you. They keep me from all of you. I got my people that keep me from you. Hey, listen, we got Tim Downs jumping on. Aaron, where you at? You jumping on? Let me finish this story real quick. We'll jump on. Tim, you want to jump on after? Who else wants to jump on? I got time, but let me tell you what's happening, my friends. Something is happening. Because that man walked up to me on Sunday, and I was all by myself. But I wasn't. My Marine was walking with me. And he stops me, and he smiles. And he goes, come here real quick. So I walk over to him. He goes, I just want to tell you. He goes, I just want to thank you for feeding all these people out here and bringing us food. And thank you for giving me some Mountain Dews the other day. Because I did. I gave him some Mountain Dews personally when he came out the tent. And I gave him some food, a bunch of food, some B-dubs. I loaded his plate with wings. And you know what, my friends? Boy, I tell you what. Let me tell you, he looked at me and he said, I just want to say I'm sorry and tell you I appreciate you coming down here. And you know what? To hear that, you don't know what that was, guys. You don't know how powerful that was. God's breaking the chains. God is breaking the chains of hell. The chains of hell. That being broken. Darkness is leaving. The devil knows. He knows. They know, my friend. They know. Are we ready? I tell you what, I tell you what, come out the door with Jesus. You'll see miracles, you'll see healing, you'll see baptisms and rivers across America. You'll see campuses breaking out in the Holy Ghost crusades. Come on, somebody, you ready? Who's ready? Who's ready for what's coming? Who's excited? excited? Who's fired up? Hey, Jesus said go, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go, and when we go, we're coming with love. We're coming with Holy Ghost fire. We're coming with healing. We're coming to heal the sick. We're coming to raise the dead. Come on, somebody. We're coming to bring back the supernatural. Hey, supernatural. Because Jesus said it's easy and it's light. And he said, all you got to do is speak it. All you got to do is command it. All you got to do is take authority over it. That's all you got to do. And you can bind it and it'll be bound. You can loose it and it'll be loose. And all you got to do is call on your angels. When you call on your angels, they'll show up. Come on, somebody. Who's got what? Who wants to hear about the Jesus mission? Because that's what it is, my friends. It's a mission. It's a mission to the widows and to the fatherless. Look, number one on my list. Number one on my list is the widows and the fatherless. The widows and the fatherless here. I think we need to stop all of our stuff. If you want our government to stop sending money overseas, maybe our churches don't stop sending so much money overseas. And then you got to say, hey, let's make sure our benefits don't come to us anymore. Let's make sure we don't have any homeless ladies. Homeless ladies. They don't go to efficiency would change their life. Hey, if you can't get the homeless a bus, get them a van. If you can't get them a hall, get them a bus, get them a van. Come on, somebody. They're talking about kicking them out. They're saying there's going to be millions of homeless pretty soon. Well, guess what? If there are, we're going for them. Listen, my friends, we're going to go for every one of them. We're not going to stop. We're not going to stop until every veteran is off the street. We're not going to stop until we revolutionize, transform our homeless team shelters, and put our homeless teams on. Come on, how easy is it, my friends? How easy is it, my friends, to go and heal the sick, feed the poor, take care of our widows, take care of our homeless, our own, my friends. I'm for blessing foreign missions, but I want other countries to send missionaries here. You know what? We need other countries to send money here. Hey, America's suffering. America's been shit out. America's been deceived. America was taken over by a demonic force. America was possessed. America was under attack. America was under satanic attack. America has been attacked by dark forces. But hey, we're ready. You better believe the patriots are ready. You better believe the mothers of this nation are ready. I'll put it all in the hands of our mothers. Watch out for our mothers and fathers. For our teenagers. Hey, you don't think our youth won't come alive soon? Whoa, wait till the youth of America come alive. Wait till our young people. Hey, the children, remember Chronicles of Narnia, baby. There's a reason God said, hey, Noah, I'm going to flood the earth. And I want you to get the animals because God loves the animals. Not every animal is an animal, my friends. Some animals are heavenly beings that are going to rock these people. You don't know how fast they're going to humble and crumble. You don't know how fast every kingdom is coming down. You don't know what it's like, my friends, what 2020 was really about. You don't know that it was just one big, huge satanic ritual is what it was, trying to put this entire planet under a satanic spell. Well, guess what? It's been broken in Jesus' name. You hear me? It's been broken, and there's a revival coming. There's miracles coming. There's healing coming. There's a revolution coming. There's a revival coming. You hear me? Freedom is coming back. Freedom like you've never seen. Independence like you can finally know what I've been feeling. Freedom, independence, oh, what a life. What a life, my friend. It's worth sleeping in a car for. It's worth dying for. It's worth standing up for. And you sure the heck don't ever let anybody put a mask on your face again. Can I get a witness? All right, who's coming live? I just gave you a word. I just gave y'all a word. Who's coming live? You on, Aaron? How we doing? It broke. You know it broke, Mark. It broke when that thing hit your window. It broke and we baptized them in the river. Boy, oh boy, them river baptisms. I'm getting fanatical and radical about those river baptisms, my friends. I feel fire in my soul. I feel fire from heaven. Well, I'll tell you why. People ask what my secret is. Well, I got on my knees this morning. And I said, God, I'm going to tell you right now, I can't do this without you, and I won't do it without you. But if I have you, let's roll. Let's go. If I have you, let's go. I'll go anywhere and I'll do anything if I have you. Hey, my friends, come on, somebody. How you feeling today? Who's got their coffee and who's fired up about a Wednesday? Who's fired up about a Wednesday in the house? Huh? Instagram, are you a live Instagram? Do you like replays? Do you like live? YouTube? YouTube in the house. We got YouTube here. Yeah, there is. I'll tell you what else is going away. All this judgmentalism. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to push people around anymore. You ain't gonna be able to do that. You ain't gonna be able to do that. You ain't gonna be able to do that, my friends. You gotta get ready for what's coming. Boy, you don't pray for the return of Christ and not be ready to see millions of people being exactly the same way Jesus was. Oh, no wonder they sang that song, you better look out, devil, look out. You better look out, devil, look out. We come to you in the name of the Lord. You better look out, devil, look out. You get it? Meaning we are on a mission. It's in. Hey, it's in for me. I got a deep in. You hear me? It's personal to me. You hear me? It's very personal. I take this very, very, very personal. Hey, I'm pissed. Hey, if they came in and messed with your land, would you get pissed? Yes, you would. Who would get pissed? Who would get pissed, my friends, if they came in and messed with your land? I'm pissed they messed with our veterans. I'm pissed they messed with our children. That pisses me off, boy. You don't need any more frustrated. Hey, that's insulting, bullying, that's criminal behavior. Some of this stuff breaks our Constitution. Some of this stuff violates our human rights. Some of this violates our God-given DNA. Some of this violates our morals. Some of this violates our values. All in the name of what they say compliance. What the heck is compliance? What the heck is a mandate? What? Because a pervert want to mandate? Trying to NLP you with perverted words? Because all those men that came up with those laws are perverted freaks, perverted pedos. Mandate shit. You can't mandate shit in this nation. I tell you what, we have a Constitution, preamble, baby. Now, have you heard of the Constitution? Have you heard of the real law of the land? You know what laws are? You know about the laws of God and the laws of health? How about the laws of nature? Does anybody know about the law of nature? Huh? Does anybody know about the laws of nature? Does anybody know about the frequency of the trees, the animals, the mountains, the seas? Well, the stars, you think the stars are just twinkling? What do you think's really happening? I'll tell you what's happening. Reports have come back to God. Even God told Moses, I know you're enjoying your life, but we got a problem here. The cry of my people has come before me. We've got to do something about this. I'm going to fill up my water. Aaron, you coming live? Well, you want the old time religion? Well, get ready to go to nature then. Get ready to have all day church service, all day baptisms, all day people before. You don't want old time religion. You pray for revival, you're too lazy for revival. Hey, you don't want revival. Don't pray for revival. That's why they call it Pentecost. Yeah, yeah, it'll cost you. It'll cost you. But it's worth it, my friends. It's worth it if it's ever been worth it. We got my boy Ricky jumping out. Ricky, it's great seeing you, man. You inspire me. Your story is powerful. Boy, if anybody's on Instagram or Facebook, you follow Ricky Caruth. That's an Alabama American. That's an American Alabama father and husband. There's a real one right there. My boy Ricky hung out with us in Florida a couple of days. Look in his eyes, you see real. You follow him, you see people. He cares about people. I've never seen any coach or consultant care about people more than Ricky Caruth. Never. And I hope I'm saying your last name right, Ricky. But I love you, man. Roll Tide, my friend. Keep crushing. I think you're out speaking somewhere. Seems like every time I turn around, God bless you and your family. It's just beautiful to see the blessing of God on you, Ricky. I'm proud of you, bud. And it's just great to see you. Can't wait to hang with you again. Ricky! It's back, girl. Lemon with circles is back. Oh, my friends. How we doing on YouTube, everybody? Are you still with me? Yes, you are. How you doing over here on what we call Facebook? Do I eat my tacos? I eat tacos. Hey, we got my boy Bobby in the house. How you doing? I thought it was Earl. Because I seen your last name Earl. It's Bobby. How you doing this morning, warrior? And we've been flowing this morning. We've been crushing it. And my friends, listen. What's coming is fun. What's coming is exciting. What's coming is freedom. What's coming is healing. What's coming is peace. So get out of the fear. You hear me? Get out of the fear. You missed time. You made tacos yesterday. Had a girl, Casey. Bobby. This is going to make you feel sad for me, but I did not do tacos yesterday on Taco Tuesday. And I literally took, I don't know, a 4-hour nap yesterday. I went to bed last night at 8:30 and woke up at 3 for prayer and went right back up 2:22. Yeah, I woke up at 2:22 this morning. Lulu in the house. Lulu, how is my buddy Johnny doing? I was telling him, I said hi to him. You tell him he's a star. Tell him he's got greatness in him. If he can build Legos, he can build a city. He can build a business. He's a builder. He's smart. He's genius. Don't ever let anybody take the genius out of your kids. Don't ever let anybody take away the greatness out of your children. Hey, your children were born perfect. They were born from God. They come from you, and they have the secrets of the universe already with them. They have all the knowledge, all the wisdom. It's in. That's why Jesus said, hey, the kingdom is within you. If you'll go in, which mish in, right? Mish in. A lot of you don't go in. You don't go in, and that's why you can't come out, because you don't go in. Oh, I received that in Jesus' name. Mark, you thought I saw me. Where at? No, I didn't get out. I was almost going to, but I stayed around yesterday, very low key. You too, Bobby. When do you want to come on? You want to jump on a few minutes, Bobby, this morning? Say hi to everybody. Are you in a place where you can do that? I'll probably be in Old Town around sunset. Let's meet up tonight. I'll call Patrick. Let's go down and vibe. Let's see who we can bless. Let's play some music. No, you said no? Okay, I see it. All right, buddy. Anyway, God bless you. I love you so much. You guys, listen. He's doing good. He's in school. Tomorrow's 420, says Casey. Boy, you don't think I'm excited about that. I'm excited. I'm fired up about 420. We should do the Jesus mission, go give free joints to the homeless. 420. That's what we should say, hey, I got 200 J's. The first 200 homeless people that get here, you get a J. We're going to do this J together. Well, what kind of frequency will we create? The 200 of us prayed, did a J, meditated. Come on, started praying. We started speaking life. Hey, you got to realize the power of your words. You got to realize the power of your words, my friends. Your words have power. Your words can create. Your words can create. All right, listen. Friends, this is a time for you to be happy. This is a time for you to have joy like you've never had joy. I feel the Holy Spirit literally coming in my room right now. I just felt a wind. I literally felt a wind flow through here. None of my windows are open. None of my doors are open. I literally just felt the wind of God flow through here. It's called, he came in like a rushing mighty wind. Even Jesus, when he talked about being born of the water and the Spirit, he referred to the Spirit as the wind. Hey, he's in the wind. That's why you got to get out in nature. That's why you got to get out under a tree, in a tree, get in the beach, get in the mountains. Come on, get your shoes off. Go barefoot. Go barefoot more. Come on, go chill more outside. More picnics. More time out in the sun. More time outside. Stay outside at night. Y'all just keep rushing inside. You're inside too much. You're inside all the time. You're inside your car. You're inside at work. You're inside at home. Rarely are you ever outside. Salvation. He's going to save them. And I'm going to have fun with it. Are you guys going to have fun on the mission? Anybody fired up about being used of God? Hey, is anybody excited about your purpose? Who's fired up? Talk to me. Should I turn down the music a little bit? Can you not hear me if I'm playing too much of music? All right, Aaron, you still here? In Jesus' name, Mark. I love you, buddy. There it is, John 3:8. Man, you reignited a fanatical fire in me about John 3:5 this week, you and Zach, over the last few weeks. I've always had it. And it's like I texted Anthony Mangan the other day. I said, don't worry, I'll finish strong. I'll finish strong because I ain't wrong, because I got a song. You hear me? Boy, do I got a song, Earl. Oh, I got a song. Do I got a song? I got a reminder, though. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Are you excited about your land? Are you excited about your future? Are you excited about giving and healing and loving and dancing and baptizing and just celebrating? Anybody excited about fireside chats? Who's excited about all-nighters? We don't do enough all-nighters. Hey, when we were kids, that's all we wanted to do was stay up all night with our friends. And now, everybody's too tired. You know why a lot of people are so tired? You know why a lot of people are so tired? Because they're not fired. Hey! You can't tire and fire, just change the word a little bit. But don't get wrong, I get tired. I slept last night. I slept the last 2 days, a total of, I'm going to calculate my sleep. Let's see how much sleep. How much sleep did you get the last 2 days? I'll tell you how much I got. What question do you have? How's it sound? Does it need to be tuned? To all you guitar players? Hey, here's my pick. It needs to be tuned. I just haven't slowed down to tune it. I don't want to be judged for not slowing down to tune it. From anybody on Morning with Maddix. If you're judging me for not tuning my guitar, you're too far. Hey, we got Tim Downs in the house. Why don't you jump on? If Aaron's not going to jump on, Aaron, where'd you go, Aaron? Thought you were going to jump on. He's probably still in the cold plunge. Tim Downs, let's talk some revival. Let's tell some stories. Are you where you can tell some stories? Or do we got to schedule this? They have an app you can use to tune it. All right, text me that, Downsy, if you don't mind. All right, let me get Tim Downs on here. This will be fun. This will be cool. This will be a moment in history. This will kind of spark some revival, I'll bet. This will piss off some religious folks. This will piss off the religious. Let's do this. Let's piss off the religious. Let's get Tim Downs on here and we'll tell some stories that'll make you laugh and cry. Oh, Aaron, come on, man. All right, Tim. Aaron, send the invite. There it is. I didn't see it. See, I got to start seeing the notifications. A lot of times, I don't see notifications. See, they jack me up. They're constantly trying to jack me up. All right, Aaron, click the invitation. Oh, okay, Bob. Thank you. I'll do that. Bobby, I just now saw your invite, but you're not where you can jump on now, right? So let me know if you are, Bobby. If not, I'm live every morning. We can even go live tonight. I gotta start going live on TikTok. I've been neglecting TikTok. I think I've been doing that on purpose. Not because I'm against China. You know what? That has nothing to do with China. I'm not avoiding TikTok because of China. You know what I mean? Yeah, and you'll have to teach me a few secrets because I know nothing about playing the guitar, Bobby. Maybe just a few tips just to get it going. Hey, Rochelle. Aaron, how you doing? Brother, I'm chilling. It's great seeing you, man. What do you got, your juice? Can you hear me? Attaboy, I'm proud of you. Well, dude, tell us your story, man. How you doing? This is Aaron for you that are on Instagram. We got Aaron live.
Yes, sir. I got a long story, man. My story first originally started off as in the Pentecostal church, just like Maddix, man. I never really fit in. I didn't like the vibe. But, man, I connected with somebody that I really fit in with. And, man, as soon as I met that person, man, the spirit in my heart, it lit like a fire, something that you can't explain, something that you can't describe, you can't write about it. It's just a lifestyle, man, and I've lived the lifestyle, and I'm stuck to the lifestyle, and it's just a part of who I am at the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day, it's who I've been before I was even in church, and I've just always been like that. That's just I've always been around wisdom people and elderly people, and I've always been more of a listener more than a talker. I love to listen to people's stories. I love to hear anything that can make me.
Turn your phone. Hey, turn your phone. You're sideways, and I want everyone to see you. Can you see? Can you turn it?
Yes, sir.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Now we can see you. It's great to see you, Aaron.
It's great to see you too, man. I need to come meet you in flesh and blood soon, man. I'm trying to get to a point where I can start traveling a lot and really start helping, man. Get on a Jesus mission and really start spreading the word and just letting the fire go through me, man. Just that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I was born for, and that's all that I'm about. Like, seriously. And I love that you go live every single day, man. It's awesome. Like, I really appreciate it.
Really? Tell me about it. I appreciate that you appreciate it. It's great to connect with you. I see you in the comments, and you've sent me awesome messages, by the way, and I appreciate it. And I'm fired up to hear your story and your wisdom because I can tell you're deep, and I can tell you got fire and power in you, and I'm excited about you will be coming to Jesus Missions, buddy. Soon, money will not be an issue, okay? Soon, there's going to be a flood of money coming to this, back to the people, if you would. So go ahead, share with me, buddy.
Yeah, man. So I'm just at a point in my life where I'm just alone, like what you're speaking about, man. I'm just letting God really, really work on me to the point where I'm gonna be, if not, but picture perfect the way God was trying to be. That's what I live for. I live to live like somebody who before showed me how to live life in the correct way.
Give me an example.
Yes, sir. That right there just empowers me. It fuels me to feel like something I can't describe. And that's my story. My story started off as I finally got to connect with somebody who finally knew how to handle somebody like me, who knew how to like talk to me and encourage me and show me things and where I could understand it. And then as soon as I did, man, I actually removed me from his organization to where he saw like I had it in me where I could do my own thing. And he saw it, man. He's like, this kid, God wants me to to get this kid alone. Like, the guy literally removed me off his organization, and I was by myself, and I figured everything out. I didn't give up. I literally let it fuel me, and I turned into more of a man of God at the end of the day. Like, it was a part of the plan. I didn't understand it. I was like, God, why is this happening? I don't understand why this is happening. Like, I'm doing everything in your power. I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm not committing adultery. Like, I'm surrounding myself around people that have better stories, that are more sober people, that actually share things, talk more fluently, and things like that. And so as soon as I got connected to them, man, my life changed. It's like I never knew there's people like a leader mentality. I'm like, I was always around these followers, no leaders, man. And as soon as I connected with the leader, the spirit rubbed off. And it's just I can't explain.
Give me an example. Give me an example. I love this story. So this is powerful, and I totally relate to what you're saying. So there was a moment in your life where you felt like nobody understands you. You know, I'm crazy. I have this way of life that I want to live. Well, what was it that you were feeling? Like, in what way did you feel misunderstood, or you're not being, you're not being seen, you're not being noticed, people aren't hearing you? What is this? Talk about that deeper, and then tell how this mentor leader, what was it about it? I want to hear it.
Yeah, so it was a religious thing, man. This all comes down to God. All of this stuff is God at the end of the day, because before I was even at an age of life, at an age where I could think, like, what am I going to do for a living? What do I want to do? Like, I've always been different, and it just started off as me being around. I first understood I was different when I was working around people that didn't have a work ethic like me, and they're whatever they believe in rubbed off on them so much. I never fit in any normal job. Like, any job I'd work at, I would get mistreated in like a very slick, like, big pharma America way. Like, this is how America's turning into. Like, nothing was fair. Nobody had good communication skills. Nobody understood how to treat people with respect, and just like a lot of things go into it. And I'm just like, I can't be around these people, man. They don't live the way I want to live. Like, I just can't do it anymore. And then God kept sending me through these trials and tribulations, man. These trials and tribulations, one by one, I started figuring out how people truly are, figuring out who they are, who they say they are, and figuring out what humans really do to humans, and figuring out how people manipulate people. And people say, oh, I want to go to church, and then they go to church and they just want your money and don't want to build a relationship with you. Because God's a relationship. He wants somebody who talks to him, somebody who's always telling you what you're doing, and somebody who can guide you. And I've always wanted somebody like that. And as soon as I always wondered, like, what am I going to do for a living, man? I don't like these people around me. And then literally God connected me with somebody who's high in power, that is just a Pentecostal. Like, he understands the way I think. And man, I can't explain it, man. When I met somebody in flesh and blood the way I am, but older, it was life-changing, man. It was the only thing that I wanted to ever happen in my life. Like, that was what I was desiring and wondering since I was born, was to find somebody like my parents or somebody in the church realm that can speak positivity and have a good tonality, and you can see the truth in them. Like, you can just see it inside of them. It's not like it's just something that you can see inside of somebody.
Dude, that's fire. I can tell. First of all, I'm smiling so big, Aaron, because you're a chosen one. And you're going to be on this mission, and you're going to do massive things. You're going to be a world changer. You have such a powerful voice and such a purity and innocence that a lot of people just, quite frankly, don't have, And I'm smiling because you fit right into the Jesus mission culture. And I'm laughing because I'm like, God told me they were coming, and here I am. It's like, that's why I'm teaching all you that watch. Don't overestimate people, because a lot of you sleep on people like Aaron, and they turn out to be the great ones. They turn out to be the powerful ones. They turn out to be the ones with the gifts from God, the inputs from God, the secrets. And they're the warriors, and they're the fighters, and they're the ones that'll tell the truth. But they're the real ones that'll be real till the end. People like Aaron will be real till the end. He'll be the one that'll be sitting with that homeless person, listening to him, talking to him. And go deeper on what you said about, tell me about the church culture and what you just, because you're a real soul. And this is why I would bring all my homeless people to these churches, and all the sinners and people from the ghettos. And you're right. Once the numbers were over, and, it was like, yo, talk about that, man.
Yeah, man, I think in order to be saved, you have to do Jesus' mission. That's how I look at church. I look at church because, man, church is a money-making organization at the end of the day. And I mean, church is great for people that are like older, like in a very different part of life than what I am. But dude, when you connect, people like you connect with more people because you're actually doing things and you're leading by example, which shows that you truly care about people and you're just like not putting on a suit and tie, not going on a stage and doing your little presentation. Like that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, God, He wants to see what you're doing when nobody's watching you and what you're doing when nobody's showing up. Like God is about not like God is always like you always got to be on the Jesus mission. And that's like if I wasn't this way, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Like I'm always talking about God. Like I'm always trying to get closer to God. Because I don't go to church. When I go to church, man, I show up in regular clothes. I listen to the message. I don't worry about my surroundings, what I'm wearing, what my makeup looks like, what my dress. I don't care about none of that, man. I really, truly don't, because I don't think God does. Because my efforts go into things out of that. Like when out of church is over, my efforts are going into every single my mornings, my afternoons. Like I got enough going on to where I don't even care about wearing like fancy clothes or driving a fancy car. Like that doesn't mean anything to me because at the end of the day, it's materialistic things that was created by Satan to control. And so, I mean, everything comes from, like anything good comes from the ground, from the earth that God first created for a reason. So you're not getting manipulated by these doctors, and doctors make millions of dollars how people are sick because they make chemical drugs that make you sick.
Talk about it, Aaron. Tell the truth. Talk about it. Keep going. This is so good. I said, talk about it. Go. You're in a flow. Keep going. Keep flowing. We got plenty of time because America needs to hear your voice.
It's crazy, man. 44% of Americans are on antidepressants, and that just shows you the way like America really, really is. Like nobody wants to show you the truth. They want to bring you into a room where they can influence you and then trick you like that. And it's crazy to me because at the end of the day, when you look at the results of whatever the doctor come out with or whatever somebody says something, if you look at the end result, it's all a scheme plan. And at the end of the day, it's not curing or helping anybody because the real cure was first made from God. And it comes into things that you take in your body on a day-to-day basis, which that's called discipline. You got to learn discipline and learn how to first master how to think, right? And so it's a whole different way of thinking if you don't want to be like 44% of other people. You have to think on your own. You just can't like have an easy way handout. You know what I'm saying? Because God broke everything down specifically for you to do. And if you're not doing everything specifically, you're obviously like not full 100% committed. And that's how I view things. We deal with a lot of people that are half and half. And I just don't like that, man. It sucks.
Break it down. I'm turning my Instagram live so they can see you. So I'm listening, dude. You're spitting truth, bro. Listen, let me tell you about my boy Aaron. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, that's my son's age. If this doesn't give you hope for the future of America, seeing people like Aaron and listening to what he's saying, dude. So tell me your backstory. Like, tell me this. How did you become awake to all of this and just to this place where you're so on fire for God and so awake to truth? Tell me your journey with this and how you got to it, man.
Perfect, man. So it all comes down to the person I got connected with that literally believed in God the way I believe in God. And that showed me, that leaded by example. That's always who I wanted. I just wanted somebody that I could lead from example and learn from to where I could actually feel content that I was doing something correct, that I was living in God's image, and I'm actually doing what God wants me to do. And this had nothing to do with work. It had nothing to do with anything. It was just who God wanted me to be, right? Because you know how God obviously wants us to be soldiers for God. And I could never be a soldier for God if I'm not living in the way God wanted me to live, because I wouldn't have the energy or the brain power to do it. And so God, all He's doing is slowly just fueling me to be a soldier for God. And like, I know it sounds corny and all, but it's really not corny. Like this stuff is not corny or nothing like that. Like it's just life to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just how I grew up. And I just think differently, and I wanted to be different than anybody else around me. And I didn't stop until I found the person that understood me. And then once I found him, he saw it in me. Like he's like, dude, you have it in you. I see that you 100% care about this more than anything in your life. Like I would drop anything for God and do anything that I have to do for God's power. That's just who I am. And I've committed and stayed like that for 3 years, and I've been blessed for it. Like I've been tremendously blessed. and I'm full time now. Like I enjoy my life more. I'm more soaked in with God. Like it's ridiculous. I never knew life could be like this, but I always knew it could be like this in the back of my mind, like before I even got into this life. So, but it's all because God told me. I promise you, God whispered in my ear at a young age and told me that He wanted me to do something big, and I couldn't do it because you can't. What I wanted to do, you can't go apply for this. Like it was a whisper out of thin air before I even got connected to the person who God connected me with, man. And then He connects me to the guy like that. Like I swear to you, it was crazy, man. That's how God works. God is true to His people that are true. God will be true, and that's why I really believe in God. Because when that happened, that showed something in my life that sparked something we can't even talk about. We can go all day about it.
Aaron, this is fire, dude. Wow, this fires me up. This makes me so grateful we're connected. And dude, I'm gonna find a way to get you to the Jesus mission, bro. Where do you live at? What? So you're where?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, man.
Okay. Dude, you're right in the center of America, right? That's a city that you could do I got to get you a Jesus Mission shirt and get you downtown Atlanta doing a Jesus Mission there every week. We got to make this happen. We will make this happen. You're going to do big things. Somebody in the comments, Sherry, everybody's saying this young man's chosen. Mark Beeman, I think, said you're going to do exploits. Dude, you are, man. You're powerful. You're my son's age. We will meet this year. We're going to meet fast because let me tell you, God's uniting everybody. So let me ask you this. How do you stay close to God?
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. The way I stay close to God, honestly, is just doing things I don't like to do every single day. And I start my day off with doing things I don't want to do because that's how God works. Like if you don't sacrifice and you don't give and you don't show God, you got life is test, trials and tests. You're not passing the test. You're staying stuck, and it's just how life is. And that's how I'm slowly passing more tests. Like I'm putting more problems that gets me to where God wants me to be. And I'm slowly, it's not like you can do this all at one time. This stuff takes time, in which God works in time. And that's awesome. And that's what I've been doing. Every day I've changed the way I've been doing more like healthy things, like connecting with the earth more.
Like what? Give me an example of some of the healthy things you do.
Yes, sir. So like what I've been doing, now my schedule's totally different. Like the first thing I do in the morning, honestly, I get a cold plunge to get my energy levels up before I drink any caffeine or anything. And then I go outside and sit in the sun and just put my feet in the ground and just really soak in what God created, because nature powers you more than anything in this world. And that's just how it is. Like if you don't sit in nature and you're not really one with nature for a while, you're gonna be confused. You're not really gonna understand life. And that's the world we live in a world where it's like less and less because it's more populated. But heck, I still have my little spot, and I still do what I have to do to stay where I have to do. Like at the end of the day, I love doing it. It keeps me fueled, and it gives me the energy I need.
What do you do after that?
I work, man. I work full time. I run a business, so I do a lot of things, man. I do all kinds of things, and I'm always evolving. I'm always learning something totally new.
What kind of business do you run?
I run a real estate business, man. I do all kinds of things. So I run a real estate business. I run a hardscaping business. I do some construction work. I do some pools. I clean some pools. I repair pools on the summer. I umpire baseball. Like I do sporting goods. I do a lot of different things.
You stay active. I can tell. We got Saturn in the house on Instagram. We got our boy. Hey, I love what Bobby said. He said, if you want to get closer to God, go to the woods. I believe that. And also talk to the animals, man. I believe the connection to nature is, people think God is inside the church building. You ever heard that song, Where I Find God? Who was it? I can't remember. But anyway, so you go out in nature, you reconnect, you do your business all day. And so what about your health habits? What are some of your health habits? What don't you do? What do you do?
So that's what I've just now been focused on. Like, focus, bro. What I've done, I had to put what I've done was very, very hard to accomplish because it requires money while you're not making any money. So it's hard to be able to afford all these health gains and do all this stuff at one time. So I'm slowly getting to where I'm becoming more healthier. Like I'm not there yet, but what I'm doing for health is honestly trying to cut out meat and drink more fruit. Because honestly, I get more energy from just pure fruit and things that God created that wasn't butchered in the lab and things from the ground. It just has more nutrients and vitamins and energy and everything that a human body needs throughout the day.
Boy, them churches, they'll preach against everything but meat, won't they?
And I'm honestly thinking about growing a farm. I'm thinking about start growing microgreens and start microgreening my own food and start selling it to the and bringing it to Jesus Mission and start giving it to the homeless. Heck, I mean, why not feed them the healthiest, cleanest food on earth? I mean, why not? I mean, that could change the way they think. That can get them off the drugs like that. You're feeding them food, not like food that is changing the way you think, empowering you more. I mean, heck, who knows? Maybe they start eating that, and then from doing it over and over, they start thinking differently, because that's where true healing comes from the earth. It's not in a medicine bottle or something that costs money, or you have to be a prescription. It's not. That's a scheme. That's a business, and it's a multi-million-dollar. They'll take you to the ground quicker than you thought you could. And that's just the end of the story, man. It's just the world we live in. It's a cold world. Nobody here. It's hard. Like, I don't even go to the gym nowadays where I live, because it's just so overpopulated. People are angry. I just don't like the spirit nowadays, man. I like to be more alone, honestly. I'm like starting to do more breathing works in nature and things like that. Like, I got to be more like stealth nature vibes, honestly.
What do I got to do to get you to move to Phoenix, buddy?
Man, you don't got to do anything, man. I'm gonna move soon. You don't have to do anything, man. Actually, my coach is from Phoenix. I'm really connected with my coach. I was actually gonna fly down here for an event.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, you come here, dude, and we will take care of you, because I'm sitting there listening to you, and I'm like, dude, first of all, I got to connect you to some people, man. You are God's chosen. You are God's favored. God is, listen, your age is nothing. You're going to sit in some powerful rooms. Hold on. I keep getting a call. One of my biggest pet peeves in life is when people keep calling you. Yo, I'm on a live, dude. I'm on a live. Stop calling, please. All right, I'm sorry. You there?
I apologize.
Stop, man. Can somebody hold on, this is actually pissing me off. Hey, I'm on a live. Please stop calling. I'm on a live. I'm on a Facebook Live. Stop calling, please. I'll call you back. Jesus, have mercy. Nothing pisses me off more. I mean, that just pisses me off. That is just ridiculous for someone to call me that many times in a world of texting, unless it's an emergency. It wasn't an emergency. And even if someone had a word from God, it's like, dude, I love people, but don't call someone 20 times in a row. Anyways, Aaron, go ahead. See how it's someone I love dearly. You know what I'm saying? But just like, Jesus.
Oh, man, you're good. Don't even apologize, man.
Keep going, Aaron. I'll call him back for sure. But if you're getting pushed to voicemail, right? It's just an interruption of the flow of where we're going. But keep going. See, you start talking the truth and you get distraction after distraction. And even something good could be a distraction. You know, let's say someone who was calling me, they had a word from God for me, you know, or let's say they had a message. Well, wait, you know. Anyways, Aaron, talk to me. Give us some fire, buddy.
Yeah, man. Well, I really want to be a part of the Jesus Mission. That's what I want to be a part of. Because I mean, when I go out, I want to help people. I have a servitude attitude. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to save this world, and that's what I'm fueled up for, man. I'm fueled up to get people saved, just like how you are. Because that's first started. All of this stuff ignited from God, and that's who I stick with. So I love that you're the Jesus Mission. I really do. Like, you could honestly like cut that out of your image and not even have to worry about that again. But dude, just you doing that over and over, it shows that you truly are committed. And like, that's just respect, man. Like, anybody who's bringing on the Jesus Mission, I'm 100% there to the day I die. That's just who I am, man. I'm excited about starting the Jesus Mission. You need to send me a shirt, man. I'll start walking around Atlanta and start doing that. I don't care, man. You think I really care? I really don't. At the end of the day, like, I really don't. So, I mean, I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah, it's people like you that God is bringing together. You'll see it. And, dude, that's how spiritual is it that one of your coaches is in Phoenix. We're in Phoenix. dude, you will literally have, this is going to be the best year of your life. I love the truth of what you're speaking about food, because this is not talked about in churches, you know. This is something they don't talk about in church. But food, the truth of food, the truth of plants. So let me ask you this. Hey, Chris Bacon, see, the people that I know see your greatness. This is why I know God's calling you. The people that I know that see greatness are in the comments talking about who you are. So yeah, God might open an opportunity for you to move out to Phoenix, or just get ready to travel. Because like I said, the truth is we're doing the Jesus Mission once a month mission trips. See, the Jesus Mission is really Jesus Mission trips, where we go across America setting up Jesus missions and revolutionizing cities. You know what I'm saying? So I got to end my Instagram live because that phone call, that's okay, but we're still live on YouTube and Facebook. But Aaron, talk to us about that. Talk to us about, so you say that you believe what is your true belief about churches today, man? Especially after what you saw in 2020. What's your belief?
Yeah, man, I just feel like church, it's great. It's a great thing. I believe in it. But I mean, I feel like there needs to be more Jesus missions, and there needs to be more giving, and God will bless more. Because when you sacrifice and you sacrifice over and over and over again, that doesn't go unseen, and your blessings will come. But it's hard to know that, because blessings come when you never realize it. Like, they come when God sees that you worked hard enough and you sacrificed long enough and you went through enough things to get there. Then a blessing will come. And I think the church is not getting blessed nowadays is because they're not doing more Jesus mission things, and they're not wearing regular shirts out there and just spreading the word like Baptist church. Like, look at Baptist church, man. They got a bigger fan base. They got more people because they are more down to earth. They don't make you feel bad. They don't make you feel like you're never going to make it. They have more of a down to earth feeling. And that's like a Jesus mission feeling to me, even though they're not fully like in truth in the way I was raised up. It's just the way they communicate and the way they talk is more of a personal relationship building type of style. And churches need to learn this. Like, I guess church, they're so one-minded and they're stuck in their own ways. I don't understand it. It blows my mind. But I mean, I guess it's how the world we live in, man. Is people are stuck in one way of thinking, and they think that's the only way to think.
Let me ask you this. Everybody in the comments, Chris Bacon, someone very powerful. I don't know if you know him, you'll love him. He said he would invest in you. Hey, everybody's you'll be able to come to every Jesus mission trip. I can assure you, we will not have Jesus mission trips without Aaron there. Listen, you're a warrior of God. You'll go anywhere. And what gives you this fire, man? Why do you have this passion? Why don't churches see what you see, man?
I can tell you why, man. They got a leadership. They got too much of a title on their own jar. They're too entitled, man. They think like, I'm so entitled, because I see it in my church, but I've even brought people to church, and then they don't even talk. Like, now they're on stage singing, and they don't even look at me or talk to me or even show me respect. And I was the first one to show them the truth and the light and the way. And now, like, they're not even like, they think they're like more of like a higher pulpit, more of like a suit and tie, like more of a role. And this guy won't even look at me, which is his loss. At the end of the day, I could help the guy out more than anybody else in this world. But I mean, heck, if that's the attitude that you're around, then I don't want to be around you anymore, man. Like, if you're going to treat me like that when I first showed you the light and the way and did everything in my power to get you saved, and you don't do the same thing, like, it just, that does not, like, that right there, it just, I don't like it, man. That's what keeps me away from the church, and alone actually with people like you or somebody who's more of a motivational, like, understands multicultural things like that. Like, I understand, I connect with people more like that, and I do not connect with people that are not like that because their spirit on them, they're too entitled. I don't know, man. It's just a spirit, man. I don't want to speak bad on them. It's just I don't get treated the way I should be treated from church people, but I get treated better from people that aren't in church as much, but are more like lined up with God in a different way. They treat me more Christ-like, and it does something more to my life than I can ever explain. It sucks.
Dude, I love you, Aaron. You're a gift from God. Listen, your name alone is spiritual. Listen, dude, our last angel's name was Aaron. My last Lyft driver's name was Aaron, and here you are. It's the third Aaron showing up. There's something to it. But listen, buddy, they passed on you, and what a loss. Wow. You know what? Hey, what a loss. Those that passed on people like Aaron, because people like him are going to be leaders. Hey, you're going to lead an army of millions of young people, buddy. and you are going, your voice, your story, your message, dude, you are the future. Listen, let me ask you this. What would you tell young people that are not open to God? Because listen, I'm with you. Guess what? You know what? I had the biggest God awakening. I preached in over 3,000 churches. I know the church culture. I was raised Catholic. My uncle was a Catholic priest for 48 years. Thank God he never touched me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, you know, he was a good one. You know, he was one of the good ones, but back in the earlier days. But anyways, I was raised Catholic. You can't be any more of a stiffer religion than that, you know, and more of a judgmental, and then more of just weirdness, you know, going and telling your sins to a priest. That's weird. Anyways, but then you're like, then I get into Pentecost and I tease people, like one of my buddies, you know, some of my friends, you know, Pentecost is power, they got some power in it, right? But they also got some weirdness. And so I hung around 24 years, buddy. Hey, I hung around in 24 years. I think God kept me in it because they were so pure and I was pure, and you know, it really was a good time until religion really did come in. I watched it happen before my own eyes. My point in saying all that is I walked away. I said, screw this. And I just became a dad, like you said, an everyday human, and got into business and just lived life. And then I had a God awakening 4 years ago. Aaron, I have not been in a church. Hold on one second. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, guys. How you doing? Hey, I tried to take. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I tried to call you last night. Hold on one second. I tried to call you last night, but it went straight to voicemail. It's probably because of that charger. Okay, listen, I'm on a live, and I'll call you back when I finish it. But I am coming down there today. I love you. Well, yeah. What time? Well, I'll try to get there sooner than knowing that. So just stay tight. I'll call you back soon. I'm done with this live. Love it. That's the first time I've had my phone to my ear in probably maybe 9 months. I rarely ever. Usually I would be on speaker, but this is my homeless Marine. I didn't want to throw him on speaker in front of everybody, you know, so I stuck it to my ear, and that was so uncomfortable. I never talk with my phone to my ear ever. I don't put ear pods in my ear. But anyways, that being said, Aaron, I don't put ear pods in my ears. But anyways, he said, Aaron, I had the biggest God awakening 4 years ago, and I haven't been to a church. I think I've been to church maybe less than 5 times in 4 years. Because I'm with you. It's for me to go. I got to psych myself up. I got to mentally prepare myself. I got to go through a series of events just to go. And then I got to sit there and think, man, I don't want to wear a suit. You know, a necktie. Look at what? It's almost like a subtle thing where they like tie a neck around you. A necktie? Like, what the heck? It's like you tie your neck. But anyways, talk to us about, hey, if you were talking to all the young people of America right now that didn't believe a God because of religion, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I think that God is a relationship type of God. It's not about religion to me. Like, I still believe in what I believe in. Like, I'm not going to change it. I look at it as that's what I was taught. But I'm not limiting the way I believe, and I'll never stop spreading God's word to people who want to hear God's word. And so I just let God use me in the way he wants me to, and I don't put any kind of label. I don't ever think like I'm like better. I just have a very, very humble attitude through the whole entire process. And at the end of the day, like I'll give the shirt off my back for anybody. That's just who I've been, and that's been before I even had a business or had money in my name or anything. I've been like that before the money was there. So like all of this stuff is just who God wanted me to be. So like I'm not saying this to say this. It's just who I am, and this is what God's put me through. And like I'm more like people like you. Just I connect with people that are down to earth, that are just explain things better, that break things down. I mean, you sit here and break everything down that you're talking about. You don't put out a big word and then you have people thinking about it. You break it down so people can understand it.
Well, that fires me up, Aaron. So you love Morning with Maddix then?
Of course, man. Anybody who's positive and speaking life, I'm there for it.
I love it.
I don't care what time of the day it is or what's going on in my life. I would rather be connected to somebody who's connected with real things in life. That's all I care about.
Let me ask you this, man. These are great. This is awesome, Aaron. Let me ask you this. Everybody in the comments is loving it, dude. This is fire, man. You're inspiring. So let me ask you this. So how do you pray? Tell me how you stay humble, because I love how you said you approach with you, and I can tell you're a humble dude. How do you stay humble, and how do you pray?
That's a good question. So the way I stay humble and the way I pray is I really pray, as in I don't pray like I don't say, hey God, please forgive me of everything I've done. I more than less I write down everything that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, and then I brainstorm at the very end and say like, hey God, what can I do differently to make me do like my schedule better, to make me have more energy? And that's what I'm doing. Like I'm actually doing things instead of praying. I'm actually doing it. So it's more of a process, and it's a lot more stressful because I actually do and think, and then I bring what I'm thinking on to the next day, and then it compiles. So I'm slowly doing things to align myself more. And that it's all down just to health things and to get more of my mental in line. And so once I'm there fully, I'll have a way better relationship with God than I ever thought I could have.
So how do you personally stay so positive yourself?
I just do things I don't want to do all day long. I wake up, I go to the gym, I run, I work out with Marines. My buddy's a Marine. We go to the gym every day. We run on the weekends, we're running. We're doing things that you don't want to do to get to the result you want tomorrow. And so that's all that I do. I just do things I don't want to do, and I do them every single day, and I get better at it, and it gets easier because the muscle in my brain, it's getting built over and over again. And so when I take on harder problems, it's an easier thing. It's like it's not as hard anymore as it used to be. And now I can get a bit more relationship with God because I've got myself in mind right, and then I can start truly believing and praying to God and truly opening up and letting God truly work in me the ways I never could if I didn't sacrifice and do what God had to do to the time frame. And so that's where I'm at right now, is I'm through that time frame, doing things to empower me more, to give me more energy, natural energy, to fuel and do the Jesus mission and everything that I've always desired to do more and to have more of.
Well, let me tell you right now, Aaron, this was a divine appointment, us connecting. I vibed your energy on Instagram Live, and I would see you laugh at certain things that I thought, well, if he laughs at this, then he's a good soul. Because, see, a lot of times I do because I'm here for the comments to find the real people. I've already beat life, so to speak, and I've got mine, you know what I'm saying? Meaning I'm here for people. I'm here for service. I'm here for America. I'm here for you, for youth, for children, for our homeless, for our fatherless, right? For our widows, for the sick, for those, like you said, heal the sick. Sometimes healing the sick might be getting them cannabis. And how does that fit in church culture? If I was to stand up and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to pray for you, but after I pray for you, you need to get yourself some cannabis. You know, that's extremely controversial. What's your philosophy on cannabis? Share it while I get my water.
Yeah, man. So, cannabis is not a bad thing at all. I mean, so I don't smoke at all, but I do ingest cannabis, as in like it's a definitely like positive thing for me, because I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not doing like cannabis because it's not legal here. So I'm just like doing like more like CBD and things like that. And so I mean, I don't even use cannabis, to be honest with you, but I don't look at it in a bad way or anything like that. Like anything that comes from the earth that's not like sprayed or they restructured it or they try to change it to make it something else, then that's fine. Like as long as it comes from the earth and there's actually proof that there's no negative effects and it's been used for thousands of years and you're not getting manipulated, then that's a good thing. And see, I don't smoke cannabis. I don't even use cannabis because I live in a state where it's not allowed. And so what I do is I use like more of like CBD products to help me sleep better and to wake up more refreshed. Like that's all I use. I don't use it to lust and desire or like no, I use it the way it was used to calm my mind down naturally and to refresh me the next day naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I love that. Yeah. I really wish nobody would smoke, because the truth is, as much as I tease about J's and things like that, you know, the truth is it's not good for our lungs. And, you know, I wish nobody on this planet would smoke. I don't judge people that do. Myself, like I said, sometimes in the right situation, I would have a J. I would have a cigar, but do I do it all the time? No, I could probably literally go a year without doing it, and I don't crave it and don't sit there and think about it. But if the occasion's there, and I maybe wouldn't, actually 9 times out of 10, I don't. But I'm not going to box myself in and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, anyways, your thoughts on that, your thoughts on it. Do you think that it's a bad thing? Should people not do cannabis?
Well, I mean, it just depends on your relationship with God and who you are. So, I mean, that's more of like a personal thing that you have to talk with God about. I mean, it's not for me to tell somebody like they can't smoke weed. I'm not that kind of person, man. I'm just the kind of person to say, hey, look, this is what I do because God wanted me to do this. That's what I was called to do because I want to be a health fanatic and I want to eventually be like a human biologist and learn a lot of different things. Like that's who I am, and I can't do that. I'm sitting there smoking and doing things that bring negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative effects, all that kind of stuff. I don't want anything negative in my life, and that's why I don't smoke, drink, or do anything like that. I use now to like CBD at nighttime to sleep or something like that, just to like get my energy levels back down to where I can sleep.
I love that. So as you as a 21-year-old young man, what makes you decide not to drink? I want to hear it.
Because I'm pretty smart and I understand this life, and I understand that at the end of the day, you are what you eat and you are what you do, and you gotta wake up, man. If you do this stuff for years and years, your brain will be at a low level. Like, it's just the facts of the story. Like, it looks so cool, it looks so like fun now, but that's how they get you, and that's what they do. So I'm sticking to the truth, and I don't drink. I'm not gonna do it because at the end of the day, it makes you lower, and it makes you think unresponsible. Like, you're unresponsible. You're not who God wanted you to. It changes the way you think, and it starts putting you on a lower level to people around you. And that I don't want to be like that. Like, I want to do things that nobody else can do because I can think differently and have more energy, and I do totally different things. And that's the reason why I do what I do, because I want to do things more, and I want to keep going until I'm no longer here anymore. Like, I just want to do as much as I possibly can do, and then just leave the earth. So
let me ask you this. Excuse me. Let me ask you this, Bubba.
yeah.
I love this. What were your thoughts of 2020 as an awake soul? What were your overall thoughts?
On the year 2020?
Yeah, everything that happened, down from the virus to the masking to the, shutting everything down to the jab thing, the forcing of the jab.
Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna happen because it's the world we live in, and it's just slowly getting more like that over time because things happen over time. And I honestly didn't think COVID. I got COVID myself, but I honestly think I got it because I wasn't doing natural things and I was surrounding myself around the wrong people. That's how I view COVID. I view COVID as a man-made chemical that was made to make money off of people and control people, and that's how I view COVID. And I got COVID myself, and I knew the reason why I got it because I wasn't eating correctly from when I got COVID. And when you don't eat correctly, but like you're not immune. Your immune system is not immune. Like, if you're able to catch things, like if you're eating correctly for 20 years plus, you cannot get COVID. You cannot get these things because you are now taking nutrients and resources for 20 years or 5 to 10 years, and your body is fueled on that every single day. You have enough cells and enough things to fight it off like that, and now you're the 1%. And that's what I'm literally view COVID, all this stuff. I view it as 99% of people because they eat like crap and they can catch things like that. And that's all they gotta do, man. That's literally all they have to do. It's easy for them.
Dude, let me tell you, as soon as you started talking on this, I got logged out of my Facebook account on my computer, weirdly enough, but we're still live, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I agree with that. It's really about the truth of health that most people just don't know in general, do they?
No. I mean, I didn't even know anything about health until I really started changing the way I think. Like, becoming healthy is a lifestyle.
Hey, YouTube, I got logged out. I got logged out, my friends. They must not have liked what we were saying. Wow. I love y'all. We'll be talking. Hey, for you that are still on YouTube, that's how it works. I guess it was just too much truth. I don't know. I got logged out of everything. I'm crazy. I love y'all. Well, I'm going to go find out what's going on. I'll check back in with y'all for Morning with Maddix tomorrow. Have the best day of your life. Thanks for watching, my friends. I love you.